Hello and welcome to Who Rocks New Mexico. I'm Richard Holcomb. Each week we get up close and personal with the companies that rock New Mexico and take you behind the scenes to get the story behind the story. Today we'll journey to Roswell with Mayor Del Journey and look at a real hometown USA. We'll talk with Kevin Goodrow of DPW Solar and learn why solar energy is more cost efficient than ever before. But first, let's talk to Nate Manning of Beehive Homes, whose approach to the elderly and assisted living are both admirable and heartwarming.
My name is Nate Manning. I'm the Regional Director for Beehive Homes of New Mexico. We have about 20 homes here in New Mexico, but we're also in Texas, Arizona. We're starting more in Colorado, all over the Southwest. Beehive Homes is a unique concept in that it's not nursing home, it's not independent living. It fills a niche where people who need assistance with daily living activities, they come here. We have great food, we have awesome activities for our residents that cater to their needs, and we've got one-on-one care. Residents who need a lot of attention, they come here.
My name is Mary Jane Tuttle, and my husband and I have been living here for 8 months now, and we love it.
And she makes our job so easy.
Our kids decided it was time, so we got all of our belongings into this one room. But we get such good care here. It's really where God wants us, and it's where we belong.
They're often referred to as the greatest generation, and they truly are. They brought our nation from the Great Depression through the World War, and they built this nation to be what it is now. They have incredible stories. They're very charactered individuals. Our residents are our pride and joy, and it's a real privilege to be able to take care of these people. Every one of our caregivers goes through Beehive Homes Academy. Beehive Homes Academy offers a variety of instructional courses that will train our caregivers on every aspect of care that we are dealing with. They learn about everything from kitchen safety, medication management, how to help residents who have fallen, how to prevent falls. There's hundreds of categories of different in-services trainings that we take our staff through one by one.
Hi, I'm Adam.
And I'm Patsy. I took care of my dad for 10 years, and if this was available for me, I would have done that.
It's awesome. You know, we're here for our residents. You know, our residents have amazing stories to tell us every day. It's great. I look forward to coming to work every morning.
The sense of humors they have, if I could just write a book, it would be great.
Reviving the memory and playing things that they grew up with. It's just fantastic. It's very rewarding because I'll be playing something and all of a sudden someone will start singing along, and it just warms my heart to see how they remember these things. But I'm from Connecticut originally, and I worked there for 30 years in a geriatric hospital. And I always said, once I retired, if I ever had to go back to work, it's got to be doing something I love. And then I found out about Beehive. We actually lived just down the street. And when I saw them building this facility, I said, maybe it's time to get back to the community. And it's the best job I've ever had. Where I was a 600-bed hospital, and come down to 15 beds, it's really an amazing transformation because I just feel so much closer to the people.
Because we're small, our caregiver to resident ratio is very good, and you get a lot more one-on-one attention that maybe you wouldn't get in a bigger facility. When you walk into a Beehive home, it smells like a home, looks like a home, and feels like a home. Even though it's built from the ground up specifically for this purpose, for assisted living, it feels like a home.
There are many dentists around New Mexico, many of whom offer similar services. So what makes Dr. Greg Lepore of Smiles by Design so different? Well, you're about to see.
There's a lot of good dentists here in Albuquerque. We're lucky. And I would say the reason that I would choose Smiles by Design would be their pursuit for excellence. That we, at every moment, we're not perfect, but we strive for that perfection. We work every day as a team so people have a pleasant experience. That's my goal for each person to come in here, that they have a wonderful experience and that they feel good about where they've been and that they want to pass that on to other people. We are a locally owned business. My wife Paige and I own the business. We're not franchised. We care a lot about what goes on here. We take personal, obviously responsibility like you would anything else that you own.
I came to Dr. Lepore because my teeth were being worn down and fractured, and I decided for my 60th birthday that I was going to have my teeth brought back to their natural length, like when I was 20. They were absolutely wonderful. I know a lot of dentists in Albuquerque, and a lot of them are very good. But I felt that Dr. Lepore really understood my intent and what I wanted to do. And I feel I look good, I have more confidence. I have a lot of compliments on my teeth. I feel good about smiling, and it's nice to know I'll have them with me for the next 30, 40 years. I plan on being here a long time.
A lot of places rock our state too. Here's another Travel Guide New Mexico moment. Today we're going to take you back in history to about the 1870s, and with me is Deb Schlaney, and Deb is going to show us all around this fabulous place that I've wanted to see us for a long time, and that's Casa San Ysidro in Corrales. Deb, great to have you on the show with us.
Thank you. Well, you'll love Casa San Ysidro. It was acquired by Shirley and Ward Allen Mingay in the 1950s from the Sandoval family. It descended to the Gutierrezes here in Corrales. It's a wonderful place. He worked on it for 40 years, and we're going to see what he did.
I can't wait to see. Let's go.
Currently, we are in the 1875 portion of the house. And when Ward Allen Mingay purchased the house, it didn't have hardly any doors or windows. It had one existing window that was a Greek territorial style. And Allen could tell, because of the window and also because of the central alignment of this part of the house with the central breezeway, that it was Greek territorial style. And so he worked with carpenter Pete Smith to rebuild all of the windows and doors according to that period, as the home would have looked like in the 1870s. Tony Garcia and his friends started bringing artifacts to Allen. And so Allen developed this collection primarily around the Hispanic Southwest collection, but also collections of Native American pottery, Navajo weavings, Apache basketry, a wide variety of collections, ranging from about the early 1700s, such as the six-plank chest in the breezeway that probably came here from up the Camino Real, all the way up to the mid-1950s with that beautiful blue stove from Chilayo in the kitchen. Most homes of this size would have had its own family chapel that would be used because it was too difficult or too far away to get to a church. This one was set up by Ward Allen Mingay and was actually blessed by a priest and has been used for several weddings. It includes a number of important santos, including on the lower left you can see the retablo of San Isidro Labrador, and that particular saint is the patron saint of farming for Corrales. This is a space we call the Gran Sala, and it was built by Allen Mingay in the 1960s and 70s, and he used materials that came from the Rio Abajo, or the southern half of New Mexico, south of La Bajada. The chest was built somewhere in the vicinity of Velarde, New Mexico, probably by the Valdez family, and they were known for this beautiful chip carving on the corners of their furniture. This is a barn that Allen acquired from a property that was near Tejique Pueblo, and the stone is believed to have come from Tejique. It took him approximately 15 years to put this barn back together after he acquired it.
Well, you may think that you've seen it all, but you've only seen this much of Casa San Ysidro. Deb, thanks so much for showing us around. We didn't show our folks the bunkhouse. We didn't really get to talk about the corral because we want all of you to come out and see this for yourself, don't we?
We sure do. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. It's a great place. Bring the family. Up next, meet Kevin Goodrow, Vice President of DPW Solar, and find out why solar energy is such a hot topic and what it means for you. If you're looking for a great family experience and you enjoy playing golf, tennis, swimming, and dining, then Chamisa Hills Country Club in Rio Rancho is the place for you.
Chamisa Hills is undergoing a major transformation. If you haven't been here, come on out and see us soon.
The 27-hole golf course is coming back to life in a big way, with incredible greens and updated fairways and tee boxes. And lessons for your youngsters are great for determining just who will be the next Phil Mickelson on the links. The swimming pool is a great place for the family, with lessons for the youngsters and nighttime activities in the summer for members. Tennis lessons year-round and lighted courts for night play.
The food? We believe it is the best in the area, and our members agree.
The monthly Prime Rib Buffet is an incredibly popular event, as are the other special menu nights. Chamisa Hills Country Club in Rio Rancho. Come out and join the fun today. For information and specials, visit ChamisaHillsGolfAndCountryClub.com.
What every child deserves.
To be safe in our home.
Food and clothes.
Not to be hurt.
A good education.
To grow up with our brothers and sisters. To be loved, valued, and respected.
El Ranchito is a loving and stable children's home where brothers and sisters can live together as they grow into adulthood or until they can be reunited with their families. With your help, El Ranchito de los Niños will continue its mission for years to come. Learn how you can help. Call us today.
Mark your calendar. The 2013 Spring Parade of Homes is just around the corner. April 12th through the 14th and April 19th through the 21st. You can check out over 20 different model homes, including the 2013 featured home by Twilight Homes. The 2013 Spring Parade of Homes. We'll see you there. Albuquerque Business First recently held their 9th annual Women of Influence Awards, honoring industry and community leaders throughout New Mexico. Each week, Who Rocks New Mexico will highlight one of these outstanding individuals. Congratulations to Ann Lerner, Film Liaison for the City of Albuquerque, winner of the government category at this year's Women of Influence Awards ceremony.
The best decision I have ever made, besides having children and flossing daily, is to move to New Mexico in 1977. I came here for the mountains, but I've gotten so much more. If I could influence my profession in one way, it would be to increase people's awareness of the positive impact that the film industry has to the city and to the state. It brings in new money, it hires local crew with high-paying creative jobs, and many businesses benefit from the film industry, like lumber companies and restaurants, and it's a win-win situation. What I like about doing business in New Mexico are the people. The people bring a freshness of attitude, a can-do spirit. So when a new project comes into town, it's why we're known as being extremely film-friendly.
Congratulations to all of Albuquerque Business First's Women of Influence.
This is where many songs become one, and life dances in perfect rhythm. This is everyday life when it's embraced by the extraordinary. Like no place you've ever been before. This is Albuquerque.
This month at Frost Mortgage, we are offering our clients 3.5% 30-year fixed-rate mortgages. Do you have a 3.5% mortgage? If not, call Frost Mortgage and get one.
Rising energy costs and living in a state with 300 days a year of sunshine makes solar energy a very hot topic.
I'm Kevin Goodrow. I'm the Vice President of Business Development at DPW Solar. I started the company back in 1993, designing, engineering, and installing solar electric systems. At DPW Solar, the integration division of our company does both residential and commercial photovoltaic installations. We do about 60% of our revenue last year was from commercial installations. When we're analyzing a commercial installation, we typically will get a 14-month history of their utility bill. In addition, we'll Google Earth the building to see how appropriate it is to put solar panels on it. Then we'll determine the number of modules and the kilowatt size of the array, and we'll analyze it in an economic model for the customer. When we're considering a commercial client, we're obviously looking at what their monthly electric usage is. And then we're looking at the space that's available to install the modules. Typically on a commercial installation, we're seeing between 4 and 6 years as a return on this customer's investment. Once the customer has signed a sales agreement with our company, we complete the electrical drawings. We complete the mechanical and structural drawings. Once the drawings are stamped by a professional engineer, then we take them to the appropriate authority having jurisdiction, and they review them at their plan department. During all this process, when we're waiting for the permit, we're working with a project management program, and we're looking for the critical path for the installation, from the civil to the electrical to the mechanical part of the installation. Once the interconnection agreement is completed and the permits have been granted by the authority having jurisdiction, we deploy to the site to get the job done.
My name is Raul Anaya. I'm the operations manager here for DPW Solar. I'm born and raised here in New Mexico, and I'm proud to work for a company that was started here in New Mexico. As operations manager, I'm in charge of working with our #1 resource, and that's our people. Our people are what drive our product and our innovation. So it's important that we're working as a team, and that's our #1 motivation here, is working as a team. How can we help each other to get our product out?
DPW Solar has installed probably 50 to 60 large-scale commercial projects. The future of solar continues to hinge on federal tax credits in solar renewable energy credits, coupled with the Renewable Portfolio Standard, which is in fact law in the state of New Mexico. Prices for solar electric systems in the last 5 years have come down 35%. I have no crystal ball as to how quickly the prices will continue to decline to get to grid parity, but I do know that our electric prices are going up.
What you're seeing here is the Fire Training Academy of the City of Albuquerque. This is a 240 kilowatt photovoltaic array, produces between 1.2 megawatt hours and 1.9 megawatt hours. This is a ground mount which we made into a carport structure. The return on investment for a commercial system of this nature is approximately 6 years.
One of the advantages DPW Solar has is our manufacturing capabilities. We're able to modify a standard rack to a custom rack, and it gives our installation team a distinct competitive advantage. And our team of engineers actually will custom design racking structures specifically for the buildings that our integration or installation team are working on. DPW Solar, being in business since 1993, we're a very diverse company. We're a manufacturer of structures and racking, as well as equipment enclosures, and we're also a turnkey installation company with a full-time electrical crew on staff. We have a staff of engineers, electrical and mechanical, unlike any of our competitors, who can custom engineer and custom design both electrical and mechanical structures to fit your particular application.
DPW Solar rocks! Coming up next, Roswell, New Mexico. Not just for aliens anymore.
Hi, I'm Doug Wilson, the owner of American Tire and Service. Do you know what makes a great mechanic? What makes one shop better than another? Training is mighty important. Certification? You bet. Experience? The more the better. Knowledge? Cars are complicated nowadays, and believe me, these mechanics need to know a lot. But do you know what really makes a great mechanic? Heart. It's a passion that drives the mechanic to do the right thing every time. At American Tire, it's the first thing we look for in a mechanic. Of course they have the training, the certifications, the experience, and the knowledge. But heart is what makes it all work for you and for us. Our entire team is dedicated to professional service. We all know that's what it takes to bring you back. We've been helping people like you for over 25 years. We're locally owned and proud to serve you. Come ask for me by name, Doug Wilson. I'd love to serve you.
American Tire and Service on Highway 528 between Southern and Northern. The only guys for you.
Mark your calendar. The 2013 Spring Parade of Homes is just around the corner. April 12th through the 14th and April 19th through the 21st. You can check out over 20 different model homes, including the 2013 featured home by Twilight Homes. The 2013 Spring Parade of Homes. We'll see you there.
What makes Maya's group a little bit different from everybody else is the fact that we're always on the move. We're always working 24/7. When somebody calls up 9 p.m., we're going to be available to take that call. We know what we're doing. We know how to get buyers qualified. We know what it takes to sell a home. By asking simple questions, we will be able to qualify a buyer in a matter of minutes. When you're trusting a real estate professional, you want to know that you have somebody that not only knows people, but knows what they're doing. I was a sales manager for Pulte Homes for a little over 6 years, and in that time I got a huge amount of knowledge about the overall marketplace.
He really listened to what I wanted. He showed me houses that really fit my needs, and then he found me my dream home with the view that I really, really wanted.
What we felt from Joe was a degree of trust. I have to tell you, was there from the very minute we spoke with him.
So if you're thinking about buying or selling a property, give the Maez Group a call. Ask for Joe Maez. I guarantee you, I'm the Joe you should know.
Hi, I just saw Robert Wagner on television reading a script about reverse mortgages. You know, Robert doesn't know anything about reverse mortgages, but I do. Every month at Frost Mortgage, we loan hundreds of thousands of dollars to seniors to eliminate their mortgage payments for the rest of their lives. How much better would your life be if you didn't have a mortgage payment to make next month? If you're 62 or older, give us a call and we'll show you how this wonderful mortgage program works.
The 1947 UFO incident may have put Roswell on the map, but its climate and family-friendly activities make it a Who Rocks New Mexico place to visit.
Hi, I'm Dale Journey, Mayor of the City of Roswell, and I want to invite you to take a glimpse at a few of the places and events that we have to offer. It's true, we're probably best known as the UFO capital of the world, but as you're about to find out, we're so much more than that.
Hello, I'm Bill Glenn from Roswell, New Mexico, here with the 25th Annual Old Timers Balloon Rally. We have 54 balloons this year. With the first rally, we had 15. And actually, we had about 6 rallies back in the early 70s at the Wool Bowl Football Stadium, which is directly to our east. So this is our 25th anniversary of the Old Timers Rally. In Roswell, it's about our 33rd, 34th event. The event is presented by the Crumlin Auto Group. They stepped in this year to help us out big time. The rally is an annual event held the first weekend in May. We also have in Roswell Cinco de Mayo party and a fiesta on the river. Big weekend for Roswell.
Always a Hit is the Bob Crosby Women's Ranch Rodeo and Open Ranch Rodeo, held at Eastern New Mexico State Fairgrounds.
Yes, sir. My name is Smiley Wooden, and
president of the Chaves County Rodeo Association, and we hold 4 of these events every year. This event here is usually held in May. It is what we call our Bob Crosby Invitational Ranch Rodeo, and you guys are seeing the first annual all-girl ranch rodeo tonight. There'll be all men's teams tomorrow. It's just an event to kind of show the true meaning of what cowboys do in their everyday lives, and how they work their cattle, and you know how this beef ends up on your dinner table. And this is sure enough the old style ways of doing things, and this is the way these cowboys do their jobs every day. Lots of fun, good clean family fun, fun for everybody, for the families, from big ones to little ones. I actually have a little calf scramble for the little guys here in a little bit also, so just having a lot of good clean family fun out here tonight, and we appreciate you guys coming.
My name is Don Armstrong. I'm a retired Air Force fighter pilot. Walker Air Force Base was a strategic element in the deterrent during the whole Cold War. The actual history of Walker Air Force Base started when the Air Force was put together in 1947, but prior to that, during World War II in 1941, the U.S. government came out here to Roswell and thought, hey, this is a great place to put a base. There are so many people in Roswell that retired here from the base, and we put the museum together so that they could come out here. One of our goals in the museum is also to help children. We don't want them to forget what happened during World War II and subsequently after in the Cold War. People specifically travel to come to Roswell to see not only aliens, but they come here to see the Walker Aviation Museum. And we want to continue that lineage of people understanding and remembering Walker Aviation.
Party on the River, Fiesta del Rio, is the first weekend in May and is held at Cahoon Park. This event includes Valley Vintage Motor Car Club Show, the Fiesta Tug, live entertainment, and much more.
My name is Sheila McKnight. I work for the Recreation Department. I am the supervisor at the Roswell Adult Center, and I'm also the vendor coordinator for Party in the River Fiesta del Rio. It's an annual event. It always happens on the weekend or the weekend closest to Cinco de Mayo. That's the way it started out to be. And we average about 5,000 on Saturday, about 7,000 on Sunday. Oh, activities. I'm also in charge of the Kiddie Corral. It's for kids ages 2 to 11. We have water sports, which consist of just sprinklers. Kids love to run through sprinklers. The tug of war, that's been going on for a long time, probably 15 years. And the weight limit for men is 1,200 pounds. For women is 1,000 pounds. And then this year we added one for the junior kids. Come to Roswell, New Mexico. We are the hub of the southern part of the state.
I hope that you've enjoyed this brief glimpse of the city of Roswell, and I invite you personally to come and see for yourself what a great community we have. Thank you very much.
Well, that's Who Rocks for this week. I hope you liked the show as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. For more information on the Who Rocks segments, or to find out how your organization can rock New Mexico, we invite you to go online to whorocksnm.com. I'm Richard Holcomb, inviting you to join us again next week for another Who Rocks New Mexico. Have a great week, everybody.